Hello to all my retro, vintage, graded game friends out there. I hope that everybody is having a great day so far. I'm excited to do this video today. We are going to kind of continue this trend of videos where we're looking at different sales, recent sales of certain graded games, mainly WATA. We'll also venture into some VGA stuff in future videos as well. But today we're going to be talking about WATA NES games and just some of the larger sales that we've seen here over the last week on eBay. But before I get started, please hit that subscribe button. If you like what you hear, a like button, and maybe even consider the notification bell, as it will tell you every time I have a video come out, and it helps us to build the channel. We're up to 165 subscribers after 2 or 3 weeks having started. So thank you very much for joining. Tell all your WATA game friends. I appreciate it very much. All right, guys, let's dig into these recent sales. First off, we've got a Mike Tyson's Punch-Out that sold on August 16th. CIB 9.0, complete in box 9.0, sold for $5,500. Man, they're not giving those away. The box score was 8.5. The cart was a nice 9.8, so it almost got a perfect score on the cart, which really is awesome for this game. And I think that's part of the reason the kind of those subgrades, I assume, probably helped the price for this. The manual being an 8.5. And then also this one still had the cellophane wrapper attached to it. So it wasn't sealed, it was a broken, the seal was broken, but it did kind of have that cellophane wrap still on it, which kind of a nice little add-on there. And then it was not necessarily an older print or a first print. It was one of the later ones. It was a 3-screw, instead of a 5-screw, but the Mike Tyson letter that comes inside the case, the insert got a 9.6 grade as well. So you're talking about a nice complete package here. A lot to like about this one. All in all, a really nice game, but $5,500. I mean, they're not, like I said, I mean, the prices have really gone up on these. So very nice copy of that CIB 9.0. All right, next up, Super Mario Brothers, the classic, the all-time classic, in a CIB 8.5. This one is kind of interesting because I was looking at it and I was trying to figure out, like, why did it go for so much? Just because there are some other comps that are less, a little bit less. Not to say that the price was bad by any stretch, but there's been some at a lower price, and so I was trying to figure it out. And it looks like this one was some type of promotional copy, which gives it a little bit more juice, I think, among collectors. And so this one was 8.5 CIB with the box at 8.0, the cart at 9.0, the manual at an 8.0, and overall it was an 8.5. But again, a later production with it being a 3-screw with an oval seal of quality as opposed to the round one. $6,100 for that copy. All right, a little bit off the beaten path with the next game. A great movie, Robin Williams movie with Hook. If you remember Peter Pan's Hook back in the 90s, or maybe it was like 1990 when it came out. Ruvio, if you remember that movie. So the NES game, sealed WATA 9.4, sold for $2,750. I'm not sure if this is a rare game or not, but I think just the fact that it's sealed in really good shape, there might be just some collectors out there that are looking for those types of games that are based on movies, etc. It is not it's not a first print. It is one of the later prints, being a 3-screw with an oval seal of quality. Next up, we're going back to the original Super Mario Brothers for the NES. $9,000 sale for a cartridge-only copy, graded 8.0. So probably wondering, like, how did this happen to our cartridge-only copy of Mario Brothers NES sold for $9,000? Well, this is a rare Asian variant, an Asian version of the game. And it was tested as working. So it's a working copy of the Asian version. I don't know if this was a much more scarce version, being the Asian version. Obviously, I think it probably is in the United States. Maybe this one was from Japan, or, it just has like a much lesser print run. If anybody has any sort of information on the Asian variant for the Asian version, I think that would be really cool to know if you happen to know. But that is a massive sale for just the cartridge, $9,000. And we will end on Super Mario Brothers 3. This is a game, man, I played the heck out of this game. This is a sealed copy WATA sealed A+ seal and an 8.5 grade. This is a really nice copy of this game. I looked at it kind of close up and everything just looks really, really tight on it. Nice. Sold for $6,500. And this is a 3-screw, again, oval seal of quality, so it is a later production model, but it is sealed. And man, these sealed games, they just keep on moving up in price, especially for what I call the GOAT, folks, the GOAT characters, like Mario, Luigi, Donkey Kong, etc. These are just wanted right now, especially for my particular age group that played these games. In our childhood, there's certainly a pull, a nostalgia pull for these types of games. And if you do have a sealed copy, even if it's not in the best condition, and even if it's a later print run, production run for that particular game, it still does carry significant premiums, just being that it's sealed. So I think it'll be interesting over time. Again, we talk about this on the channel, is how many of those sealed copies are still out there, especially for Mario 3, because I know that they did make, they did make a lot of that game. And there's no shortage of how many they actually made, but how many were left sealed? How many were not opened, by collectors, by fans of the game that wanted to play the game? I mean, look, Mario 3 is one of the best games of all time, I think. I know I'm an original Nintendo homer in that sense, but the Mario 1, Super Mario Brothers, and Super Mario 3 were out of this world games for their time. I mean, unbelievable. So guys, let me know what you think. Do you own any of these copies? Were you the one that bought these games or sold these games? It'd be awesome to kind of hear your thoughts on this. Are you targeting any of these in particular? I want to learn from you all. Again, I'm new to this space. I've just been in it the last couple of months, but really, really enjoying myself. I consider myself a set collector for those 30 original NES black box games. I've got 7 of them so far, and I'm adding to that collection. So thank you very much for joining me here, guys. I hope that you have an amazing day. Stay healthy, stay awesome, and I will talk to you again later.